Big Boys Neighborhood, good morning to you and yours, ladies and gentlemen. You definitely want to gather around your radio. I don't know why I feel like I want to just sell these people something. You know what I'm saying? Or just buy some. But let me tell you, the phenomenon of Hardcore Pawn is ridiculous, man. We got Les, Seth, and Ashley in the neighborhood, and y'all know them from the show. First off, welcome to the neighborhood, and it's a pleasure to have you guys in here.
Thank you very much for having us.
Yeah, you guys know y'all live in our television sets.
We love it.
And you got to think with Hardcore Pawn, did you guys think that when they first came to, I don't know who pitches the show, or if somebody comes into your spot and say this is a television show. How does that happen where it becomes a television show?
You know, one day I got a call from a producer asking if we had any interest in being on TV. And I was like, what does that mean? He goes, us follow you around in your job. And I was like, no, literally, I hung up the phone right away. No ambition to be famous. You know, what we did in Detroit, and everything was going pretty well. And I was like, well, I'm still not president of the company. I better, run this by my dad.
Right.
So I went to my dad. I was like, Dad, what do you think? I was just approached to do the show. And my dad's literal response was, Seth, how big can it possibly get? Let's give it a shot.
What a surprise. How big could it possibly get?
And I'm telling you, Papa Les, that's the one thing I was thinking was like, did you know that it was going to become this phenomenon? And you guys are like, like the blueprint. There's some, sloppy carbon copies, but did you feel like, when you say, how big can it get? You're not thinking.
8 seasons in.
Yeah.
But how about, when Seth approached me and said it, really, who could have ever imagined we would be an international phenomenon?
Yes.
Australia, Italy, Spain, we're everywhere. But most importantly, we're focused in the U.S. and from Detroit.
Really? Now, how long have you guys been in Detroit doing your business?
Well, I was born in Detroit.
Right.
I opened up American Jewelry and Loan in 1978. We built the facility in 1992, the 50,000 square foot one that you see on TV. Fortunately enough, I'm fairly good at what I do, and I brought Ashley and Seth in, and I've trained them well, and Seth became Pawnbroker of the Year, and Ashley became a pawnbroker.
I manage a store, and Seth follows my footsteps.
Right.
Let me ask you this now: are there any other siblings, any other kids, or just Seth and
2
Ashley?
is definitely
This
enough.
is enough. Yeah,
Oh,
we don't
okay.
need any more.
Cool. I was just wondering if there's one like, they don't want me in there. They don't-
No, 2's enough.
Yeah, they don't want me in the shop. You know what I'm saying? How hard is it having the shop in Detroit? Because when we think of Detroit, we're thinking of the economy. It seemed like soon, and I don't know if it's television, but it seemed like when you guys open up the door, it almost looked like when they dropped the rope at Disneyland and let everybody just kind of run in.
Well, it's been a phenomenon for us that the pawn shop has been successful in Detroit. We're a pawn shop anywhere in USA. Big cities deal with the same clientele that we do.
Right.
Detroit's been in a little economic crisis. We're getting out of it slow but sure, but the city, the people, so resilient, so strong, so looking for the future, and it's where we can hang our hat on that we're Detroiters.
Detroit's coming back stronger than ever right now.
Is it harder, Ashley, to run the shop now that you guys are stars, like celebrities?
You know what? We don't even recognize the cameras. We do our day-to-day job.
What about the people that's coming
She
in?
can't run the shop, though.
Right.
So what do you
Do you
asking?
see what I deal with right now?
But if
And the cameras
I
are-
flew into Detroit, all right, and I touch down, there's a couple things that I'm going to think about. And I would like to come, even if I have nothing to pawn.
No.
I would like to just come and see y'all.
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
Right.
You come to Detroit, and you're going to be pawnbroker for the day.
But,
Yeah,
but,
we'll
what,
make you
But
be
let me
pawnbroker.
tell
but
you,
what happens when people walk
here's
in
what-
and they're like
here's
starstruck?
Here's what it is. They don't expect us to be there.
Right.
Here's the real deal of the Gold family. We work. We're there from 9:30 to 6 days a week. TV Land's going to be there for only a certain amount of time. We get it. But American Jewelry and Loan, the great store that I built.
Go ahead, I'll talk about it, Pops.
Let's
Go
talk
ahead
about
now.
it. The store that I built is going to be there for them to run when I'm not going to be around anymore, which hopefully is in a long time.
You
Go
know,
ahead
people
now.
come in all the time, and Seth and I, my dad, are working, and people say, oh, my God, we came from California, or oh, my God, we came from Florida, or oh, my God, we came from Australia, and we didn't expect to see you guys. Where else are we going to go? This
Right.
is our job. We're here Monday through Saturday. Every week, every month, every year, this is where we are, and the cameras are here, whether they're here or they're not here. This is our job.
How much can you come out, Seth, and take a picture? How much of that is happening
You
now?
know what? Here, I respect
Or you can give me I would be in there like, man, you can give me a little more. Come on now,
No,
man.
here's the deal. So I respect the people that come in because they're tourists, right? So the whole process of doing the show was to get people into the shop, get interest going for pawn shops around the country. So if someone comes in, takes time out of their day, I'm going to take a picture with them. They might have to wait a few minutes, but, I'm there.
Do you charge them for the
No.
picture? I would. Come on, man.
Yeah, but that's you. You're a different story than us.
Y'all stick around your radios, man. I'm about to get into this whole business.
cash
Best
cow.
believe that y'all, because I pawn things in my life. Best believe that y'all stick around your radios, Big Boys
Big
Neighborhood.
boy.